I'm not sure how to start this. You always got something to say, don't you? Always got an opinion about what I'm doing, don't you? All right. Hey, Angel. How are you, Queen? This is my first live ever in the years that I've had social media. I don't know what I'm doing. This is going to be an adventure. I have a co-host that's going to hop on here in just a second. That's like
Yeah.
the real star of the live is also here. Hey, Delaney.
What's goody, fam? Oh, look, is that Loaf?
Say hi, Loaf.
What's up, Loaf? What's up, guys? Well, this is exciting. So I know a lot of people. Oh, you're still in uniform too. This is gonna be dope.
Just got home.
That's that's what's up. Like, this is literally the definition of building a part-time business from home. Like, as you're still at your job that you're making income with, and that's why like starting something else of your own that you're gonna get to grow. But anyways, everybody, I want to introduce one of my newest friends, and well, we've been friends for a minute, but my newest business partner, which is really cool. His name is Rhett. He's been in this business like not even that long, but he just started. I want to give the floor to him. We actually connected through Facebook. And yeah, it turns out he lives like 45 minutes away from me, was able to share some water with him. And I want you guys to hear from him and hear like his story, his background on everything, because it's really amazing how God works, like how everything just happened, because all from like a Facebook post. And now here we are today. So yeah, Rhett, tell us a little bit about you, your background, like your story.
Uh, so, like Delaney said, my name's Rhett, also known as Foster's Bees. I'm 28. I live here in Jackson County, Georgia, a little town called Arcade. If you don't know where that is, go to Jefferson and drive until you see cows. And once you see the cows, you found Arcade. An advanced EMT for Barrow County EMS. I'm still in uniform. Just got home to pet my cat and hang out with Delaney. She's playing with my feet, driving me crazy. When I'm not on the ambulance, I'm a beekeeper. And just got started here with Delaney in the business of sharing living water with my friends, especially my other friends who might struggle with health issues like I have in the past. And so it's a new adventure I just started. I'm very, very stoked to share it with all my friends and see how we can help people get their health and their lives back. It's extremely exciting. I'm brand new to it, like I was saying, but I've reaped a world of benefits in just a short time that I've been in it, which is unbelievably exciting. Hence why I'm so excited to share it with all my friends, because it's unbelievable. So
That's so dope. So what actually inspired you to get one of the water machines?
um, Western medicine failures. I had tried a bunch of stuff, been to a bunch of specialists, underwent a lot of treatments, and they weren't working. Got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis just about 2 years ago when I was just super, super sick, bleeding a lot internally. I won't go into the nasty, I guess, the effects that UC has on your body, because some people might be eating, but it was destroying my body, and doctors and specialists were bamboozled. Autoimmune diseases are already not very well understood in the medical community because there are no cures that people know about. So after trying and failing a bunch of trials and different supplements, medications, this was just another thing that I was very skeptical about, because we all have our opinions and skepticisms about holistic medications. Everyone has a snake oil or whatever, but knowing someone who did it themselves helped me a lot, because I already knew Delaney through church, So there was already a little bit extra trust there because I was like, well, if she goes to my church, she's not gonna, try to rob me blind or whatnot. So it was easier to trust her, and then to hear how it had helped her friends. And I'm so glad that I jumped in both feet, and yeah, it's worked better than any medicine I've ever been prescribed, which I'm very stoked to say. What is it? Today's the 5th, so I'm 5 days medication free, just drinking water to treat my incurable autoimmune disease. So it's pretty remarkable. So
Yeah, that is so cool. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you haven't been taking your meds for 5 days. Like, what? Yo, that's crazy. And you haven't even been drinking it that long. Like, you got your machine like a few weeks ago. What the heck? That's crazy.
yeah.
So I was gonna ask, how has the water made you feel so far? I mean, I'm guessing pretty amazing since you don't have to take your meds no more.
It's been remarkable. I started out at the 8.5. Just because I had so much sickness in my body, I didn't want to jump right in and get all yakky with the detoxing because I already felt like poop as it was. But graduated up to the 9.0, and on September 1st of this month is when I put the lid on my pills, put them in the cabinet, praying, God, please don't let me touch these ever again until I open the bottle to pour them in the toilet, kind of thing. That's the day that I started the 9.5 because I had grown accustomed to the 9.0. Hadn't been detoxing super bad, but I've definitely felt the effects of the detox since I've been off the meds, because now I'm detoxing from the meds, because the meds get in your system and your blood, and I could feel the effects they were having on my liver and my kidneys, which is why I was so excited that Delaney exposed me to this water, because I mean there was a hopeless future for me, because if it wasn't going to be my colon and GI tract that was going to get me killed, it was going to be my liver and my kidneys that were failing because of my medications, because of the side effects. So I felt the effects of the detox for sure, especially on the 1st of September when I put my meds away, started chugging my gallon of 9.5 every day. Now I'm 5 days in. The detoxing has definitely chilled out some, but I'm not drinking energy drinks anymore. I don't need to drink coffee. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I'm not even having any pain anymore in my stomach. I can feel that I'm revitalizing. My skin is starting to clear up. Everyone that knows me knows that my entire life I've had horrible skin, especially like the cystic acne that would like never, come up so you clean it and it would go away. I would just have these like baby aliens on my face that would just cause me like incredible pain. Like if you even like touched them, like they would make you cry, that kind of stuff. So I don't have any new breakouts on my face, and I'm starting to finally heal. Granted, the anesthesia shower probably is helping with that, but I'm also cleansing from the inside out. So nothing but positive things to say. I guess my excitement about this and the thrill of it continues to just rise more and more every day as I notice new things that are getting better. So very exciting.
Yo, that is so cool. Yeah, that's right, because you have everything. You have every single product of the company. So you have the drinking water, you have the shower unit, and you are taking the Ukon. So like you have the best of everything. So for those of you guys who don't know, the Ukon is the turmeric supplement that's actually grown and harvested in this water out in Okinawa, Japan. So that is probably the most potent turmeric supplements you could ever take. And it's so great. Like we are so blessed right now to have access to these health products. Literally the best health product in the world is the Kangen water, the living water machine. So what actually inspired you to start the business though? Like with the business side, because when did you start? Like, do you remember your start date?
It was only like a day or two after I bought my actual machine, because I started watching some videos, doing some of those coaching. I think the master class is what sold me, because Colton was talking about how it can project you into a future of financial security. You can get your finances and your time back, which is what we all have been saying. We all want more money. We all want more time. Working full-time in an EMS service, like where I work, is great. It's one of the highest paying services in the region, but it's not enough in this economy to get by without either A, working a poop ton of hours, or B, getting another job or 2 more jobs. So it was, I really just didn't want to give my life away to the, to the boss man, essentially. I love keeping my honeybees. I love playing music in church. smoking a stogie on the back porch with my bros, talking about where we're at in life. It's hard to do those kind of things when all you do is work. I dove into the business, because you and Ryan recommended I do it for my own financial freedom and financial health and mental health, of course. And B, I didn't want to have to go get another job somewhere where I would lose more of my time. So therefore, losing more time with my family, losing more time with my friends, and every time something come up, it's usually I can't go. I'm having to work, and so here I am in my late 20s, and I'm losing opportunities because I have to pay the bills. I've got a mortgage and all those kind of places where you've got to pay your bills and everything. So this just enabled me to still keep my job, and eventually, Lord willing, I'll be able to actually do this water with people full time, and then start doing my other job here out of just passion and just going out, and I happen to do it out of necessity.
Wow, that is amazing. Wow, so great. That's so great. So I think you already answered, what are you most excited for when it comes to the water and the business? But just quick highlight, what are you most excited for with it?
I'm just excited to see so many of my friends and family have sickness in their body, much like I did, and I grew up very, very healthy, never getting the flu, never going to the doctor, never breaking a bone. And my mom was very, very, I guess the word, homeopathic, holistic leaning. So I was always very, very healthy growing up. And it wasn't until I finally moved out, bought my own place, started living my own lifestyle, and partaking in the standard American diet, or the SAD diet, as I like to call it, that I started to get sick. And, of course, eventually being diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. So to turn around and say my biggest passion and excitement about this is seeing other people who I love, people who are in my circle of friends and my family who are also sick. I've got 2 uncles with an autoimmune disease, one with Crohn's disease, and another, I'm not quite sure what he's got. Just in my immediate family that I'm thinking of, who have the same disease as I do. And it gives me so much, it's a positive anxiety, but also a poop ton of hope to see how this can help them, because we've all been told the same thing. Changing your diet isn't going to help. Changing your lifestyle isn't going to help. You'll have it till the day you die. There is no cure. And so this act of defiance, just by drinking water and finding holistic healing, gives me so much hope for them. So that's what I'm most excited about, is seeing people I know who are sick get their lives back, get their health back, because so many things that we're doing in this country aren't working, and we shouldn't have to take a medicine that has 10,000 side effects just to find health in our bodies. So
That's so good. Wow. It's all about the family, giving back to the community. Like it's like literally you come across something, it's literally like holy water. How can I not share with the world? I have to tell everybody about it. Like, if it did this for me, I know it can do this for somebody else. Like, what if that could work for them? Yeah. So what would you say your favorite part is about the community, about Race to Freedom, the team?
Oh, I love how everyone is so intertwined. Like the community's been incredibly welcoming, which has been amazing. And I can only imagine it's because everyone's just so excited to see how their lives have changed, their loved ones' lives have changed, and to see more people onboarding and joining them in this journey. I mean, everyone's just been so psyched to have me join up, which has been phenomenal, because it's made me more psyched up. It's given me this new energy to chase it and pursue it and share it and talk about it, because I'm not a salesperson, and I have incredible social anxiety. Talking to new people, even at work, when I'm wearing the badge and the hat and I have to go to someone's house I've never met before, it gives me incredible anxiety. I'm like, what am I going to say? What are they going to say? It's tough. But this community, especially with Race to Freedom, it's just been a giant warm hug, and I've been welcomed in. People have been messaging me right and left, and it's like, how's it going? Like how have you been feeling? That kind of stuff. And welcome to the family. It's just been so refreshing. So nothing but positive things to say. I can't wait to meet some of these people in person, which is going to be fantastic. So.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I met my mentors in person for the first time. I was like, yo, this is the same guy that helped me make like 2,200 bucks my first month. Now I get to meet him in person. Cause you guys know Rhett, right? Like you get to see him here on Instagram. You probably know him in person too. But whenever I joined this business, I found this random podcast guy on Instagram and I ended up investing into the business, starting out with the machine. I got the whole trifecta and all of that. I didn't even know this guy. At least you guys know Rhett. I took a leap of faith on somebody that I never met before. Then I met him for the first time in person after he make some cash with this. And I was so grateful, you know, like I was like, wow, I get to see you in the flesh. And you're going to get to meet Ryan too, bro. Like just like next month. That's so soon. So how does it make you feel being in the same groups, like the same group chats and having access to 6 and 7 figure earners?
Uh, it's encouraging because they all started at the bottom too, and they worked their way up. And so just to have access to such prestigious people is very, very encouraging, and it gives me a lot of hope that I can get there too one day just by helping my friends, family, people I come in contact with get their health back. It really feels like you're marching into warfare with like the most prestigious and highest honored like commander, like knowing you can't go wrong, because if you follow them, they're going to lead you to success, lead you to triumph, which is super, super awesome.
That's a great analogy. Wow. It's like marching in a battle. Because usually I like to think of it like, yeah, it's like you have a mentor, but I've never thought about it as like that. You march in a battle with the head of command that they steer your path for you. It's amazing. So what would you say you're most excited for about the event happening next month, October 13th through 15th in California?
Just putting some names to faces, and after hearing some of their stories, you know, seeing them in real life and flesh and blood, and just shake their hand, give them a hug, and you know, thank them for all their encouragement. Just to join up with that community at a more physical level, you know, because most of the time meeting up on Zoom meetings is like, it's like, yeah, we're together, but I'm not, you know, present in the room with you. So actually being able to occupy that space with them, you know, just to hear their conversations with one another, just to be a part of that space is super, super exciting. And I imagine that the ambiance is probably pretty powerful. You know, same as like the pastor that's filled with the Holy Spirit. You can feel that leaching off of them, that power. I imagine it'll probably be the same when I get to see them in person. Just feel that radiance emanating off of them. I'm nothing but stoked. Nothing but stoked.
Oh, nothing but stoked, right? Because we have such a spirit-filled community of people as well. We just like, I love that too. We just get to pray for each other, and not only that, but teach each other how to grow in this lifetime financially, in your faith, in your friendships, in every possible way, in your time that you can have back your freedom and all of it. It's so amazing. I actually came to faith through this business too, which I used to not follow Jesus. Now I do. So the community really cares so much more about you than like you thinking of you as like a number. Like they really don't have to spend as much time as they do with us, but they really do care about us, and they care about you as a person. So is there anything like last little tidbits you want to encourage your friends that are watching right now?
I would just tell them that being cautious, skeptical is normal, and that's fine, but don't let your fear and skepticism dictate your future. A future that could be filled with health and vitality and energy, and liberation and freedom. Don't let that be stolen away by your doubts, your skepticism, your fears. I mean, I would say that my door is always open. I actually tell my closest friends and people who come out to see me, I have an open door policy. The same goes with like my social media, that my outlets of communication. Like if you ever want to reach out, ask any questions, like I don't know everything, but I know people that do, which is why I'm very fortunate to have Delaney and people like Ryan Bell in my life. It's like they know the answers. And if I can get you those answers via them, I'm going to help you out. And so don't be afraid to ask the questions. Don't be afraid to reach out. I know I've heard so many times, I've been reaching out to people Sounds like snake oil. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. Sounds like da-da-da-da-da-da. The list keeps going on because we've all been sucked into those before in the past. But this ain't that. This is legit, you know, and I would say don't be afraid to reach out, you know. Don't be afraid to jump in because I did, and I'm so glad that I did. I can't imagine how unhappy I would be if I had brushed all this off and said, ain't for me. I already know where I'm going. There's no cure. It's hopeless. And just living in that mindset, I'd be such a miserable person. For once in my almost 2.5-year diagnosis journey, I actually have hope for the future, without medications, without having to have surgeries that might, you know, cost me having internal organs removed. I mean, what more can you say?
Wow. Yo, that's huge. Literally, I like how you said that too. Like, skepticism, yeah, it's normal. And it's normal if you hear something that's so crazy and it sounds so like a miracle, right? It's the worst that happens is that you buy a machine and you never have to pay for water again because the machines last 35 plus years. So that's literally the worst that could happen, you know? So it's just a matter of like, okay, let's say you get the machine, you never have to, and nothing happens. Okay, cool, you never buy water again. That's still a win to me, you know, save some money. So yeah, well, thank you, Rhett, for your time. Thank you for sharing, being so vulnerable, being willing to share your story with everybody who's listening in and following you. And yeah, so guys, if you want more information on what it is that we do and the water that he's talking about and the business, we actually have a webinar later tonight. It's going to be in an hour. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to come out, I'm going to come share, and Ryan as well, our 6-figure mentor, he's been doing this the last 9 years, helped 3,000 families all over the world get access to these units of the water. So we're going to come out and share what the water actually is, how it affects your body, how powerful it is, and then also how the business works, how you can help your friends and family get access to these as well, and also be very fairly compensated for that. And then also we have a huge event. We're doing a home launch with Rhett, September the 15th. So that's going to be at 5 p.m. Hit us up for details, RSVP for it so we can get a head count of everyone who's coming. Bring some empty containers, bring some jugs to fill up on water. We're going to be giving away free water. And yeah, doing all of these like demonstration with the drops and the testing. I'm going to bring out my equipment too. I'll drive up to Jefferson. I'll be doing the demo for it's going to be so dope. So message Rhett for details on that and RSVP that in. And yeah, also we'll see you tonight on the call.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me on, Rhett. I'll see you later. Bye, love.
Say bye-bye, love. Say bye-bye. Thank you, Delaney. I appreciate all your help.
Of course. See you.
See ya.